Hi Virgo. So I'm wearing my robot t-shirt today. It's kind of a spoof for us because there's this robot on here who's holding some flowers and he has a little heart and then it says you short my circuit. And the reason why I'm spoofing us today is because it's so hilarious that people think that a Virgo's love is very robotic. It's very like we're such perfectionists and everything has to be like in line and everything has to be just so. Um, Totally untrue. Totally not true, first of all. My Venus is even in Virgo, and I love with a passion. I love other people with a passion that some people just don't understand. Um, the way that I will love you is in such a loyal and big kind of way. Um, I may not show my own emotions, but I will always show how I feel about you, especially when I'm loving you. So for me, I feel like the all of this shift that we're going to have, like right now everything in the beginning of August is going to be in our 12th house. And so allowing us to really take a good hard look at the way that we treat other people and the way that we treat ourselves. Are you mirroring that? Are you loving other people with a passion that you're not loving yourself with? And now is the time to really look at that. Leo season is all about gaining your own confidence, because then we come into Virgo season and it's all about hard work, right? We're the harvesters. We make sure that everybody's going to eat for the winter. That's just what Virgo stands for. And if that's not showing love and compassion and loyalty to people, I don't know what is. So I had to wear the robot spoof for today just because, I don't know, it's just really, I'm very amused by it. All right. So your intuition in August is going to be super, super on point. We have the Queen of Cups and we have the High Priestess. You could be dealing with a Pisces energy also. But more than anything, and remember that Lilith, the Black Moon Lilith, is still in Pisces, which is just opposite you guys, opposite us in our 7th house. And so she could be trying to wreak havoc on, not really wreak havoc, but she stirs the pot. She makes people think. It's like she's like, you really want to stay in this kind of standard? No, no, no. We're gonna flip the switch a little bit and put it in a different way. But I feel like more than anything, your intuition is going to be really super on point. I don't necessarily feel like like you want to be you don't necessarily want to be really open about the healing property, like all the healing that you're doing. You don't necessarily want to be open about how do I want to say this? You're building your strength within right now. There's a lot of things that are happening. You're building your intuition, you're building your strength. Try not to keep secrets, if you will. I know that you guys aren't really big on expressing how you feel about things, but the more things that are left unsaid, the more buildup there will be, and then eventually you could explode. Because a lot of times we like to keep the peace, right? And so we won't say how we're truly feeling or say how we're really feeling, and that could get us in a lot of trouble. Then we have the Strength card and we have the Moon. So a lot of major arcanas here. I feel like there's just this inner strength that's happening with you guys right now. And you're having to get really honest with yourself. This is the Moon for me. The feeling that I'm getting from the Moon card is like literally looking at yourself in the mirror and seeing how far you've come. And shining the light on that, seeing how far you've come. And you don't have to look at somebody and be like, I looked at myself in the mirror today to see how far. Like, you don't have to do that. But because this is such a personal experience that you're going through this month for yourselves, I want, and you can be like your harshest critic. Sorry that I'm still like jumping over words and bumbling over words. It's still Mercury retrograde. Please forgive me. All is fine. This is such a personal experience for you guys, for all of us in August, to recognize how far we've come and to not play small anymore. And we've had this talk before. We can be so critical. We are more critical on ourselves than anybody else could be. If somebody criticizes a Virgo, they'll look at you and be like, do you honestly think that I haven't thought that about myself? And then some already? So now is the time for not looking at how other people have criticized you in your life, but how you've actually criticized yourself. Looking at yourself in the mirror and recognizing that it doesn't have to be that way. And seeing how far you've come and seeing how much you've grown. When the North Node was in Virgo about 3 years ago, yeah, give or take 3 years, three to 4 years ago, we went through this huge transformational process where life kind of flipped upside down, and everything that we thought was truth was not. It was a mere existence of the reality that we were in, and it was almost an illusion. We were living our lives day to day in an illusion and in a big fat lie, basically. And so you had to go through these healing times, this healing property in 2019, going into 2020. Yes, I'm getting ahead of myself, but going into 2020 is not the time to play small anymore. It's not the time for you to look at yourself and say, I'm going to stay in this reality because this is where I belong. This is where I'm comfortable. Comfort never got anybody anywhere. And Virgos are very big on being comfortable, but a Virgo can be comfortable anywhere. Such a chameleon. And if you don't believe that about yourself, trust me, as you push yourself forward a little bit more, I knew that the Two of Swords was going to come out. Seriously, I knew the Two of Swords was going to come out because you don't see it yet. You're not feeling, right? Two of Swords. It's only July 28th. As we move into August and as we get closer to our season, Leo season is begging you, because it's in our 12th house, Leo season is begging you to shine a light on what it is that you have been accepting of yourself for years that has kept you small. That's what Leo season's asking of you. And the more you cannot open your eyes to all the possibilities, the endless possibilities, Virgo, I don't care how old you are. I don't care how young you are. There's so much more out there for you to see and do, right? That keeping yourself in this tiny little box is no longer going to be okay. It's no longer going to be, because it's not going to be okay with you. Like, I don't care what you do, honestly. Like, it's your life, live your life, right? But it will become so uncomfortable for you to live so small that you won't be able to do it anymore. And then we have the Six of Cups. And through this journey that you've been on and that you're continuing to go on, there are some really strong connections that you'll probably come in contact with in August, and I want you to be open to it, right? Because the Two of Swords here is saying she's a little bit shut. She's not seeing the big picture. She's not seeing everything. But I feel like there are either some connections that feel like you've known them forever. Could be romantic, could just be friendships, or in August there are going to be connections that come back to you from the past. If you've already had past connections come back during Mercury retrograde, I guarantee you are learning that harsh lesson right now. And you are seeing that they were only a mirror to what it is that you had to learn about yourself. It does not have anything to do with being meant to be, because when people come back from the past, usually it's not meant to be. Usually it's just you have unfinished business with them and they're just trying to shine a little bit of light or show you in a mirror what it is that you need to see about yourself in order to grow, in order to move forward, okay? Let's see what this Queen of Cups is. Could be a water sign that's come back from the past. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Could be part of your soul tribe. Three of Cups on the Queen of Cups. Could be that you intuitively, it could be that the Queen of Cups is you. And you are intuitively wanting to just, you know that you need to start bringing people together. You know that you need to start getting together with the Three of Cups for me is, I do not go straight to a third party situation. That could very well be what this is. This could be a third party situation with a water sign, whether you're doing it or whether somebody else is doing it. But for me, the Three of Cups, I'm not seeing it negatively aspected. It could be that that's happening and you're just not seeing it. You feel intuitively that something wrong is going on or something is going on behind your back. Somebody's got a little extra on the side. Virgos are extremely intuitive. Trust your gut. If that's the case, if you feel like you need to look into something a little bit more, don't just blindfold yourself and be like, well, I guess that I can just look past that. Don't do that. No. Do not, do not, do not. High Priestess. There. Whoa, okay. There was a card that flipped over in here. Yes. Thank you. Love it. Loving it. Loving it. Trust your instincts. Trust your instincts this August. They are not wrong. If you are a Virgo who is an energy healer, who is extremely highly into, we are natural healers and natural intuitives anyways, but if you have already tapped into it and it's something that you work with on a daily basis, I really, really, really want you to trust your instincts. Some of you are going through that transition right now. Some of you need to learn how to meditate. If you're having problems meditating, use the guided meditation channel, Hypnotic Labs, here on YouTube. I'll put the link in the description box below for you guys specifically. I feel like some of you really need to start meditating big time. I actually have one particular Virgo in mind. My aunt is a Virgo, and I have a feeling that she probably has a hard time meditating because she has a lot of air in her chart also. So start meditating. Jane, start meditating. But this is the reason why I want you to do this is because during meditation or during this transition time for you, because that Death card is all about the phoenix rising from the ashes, right? And instead of you becoming really apathetic about the way things are going, you're going to start getting the answers for yourself if you get quiet and you start listening to your own mind, your own thought process, and not even mind, listening to your own heart. That intuition is on point in August, and I really want you guys to take advantage of that. And if you have a hard time meditating, or if you are not entirely sure how to do it, I teach a lot of that when I do my alignment sessions, and how to do it and when to do it and all that. But it's also going to help with the self-critical talk. Beating yourself up right now is not the way to go. Not the way to go. Something else that I teach during my alignment sessions. I am taking alignment sessions for the next couple of weeks if you are interested in having one. Readings and alignment sessions. I do have some openings for the next couple of weeks before I leave for my little journey. So we have the 10 of Pentacles on the Strength card. And this is what I'm saying, you guys. You have the ability, you already have everything that you need in life. And I know that sometimes it doesn't feel like that, but where it actually resides is within yourself. Some of you might actually be moving during Leo season, I'm hearing, or settling down during Leo season, or just finding that inner strength and security within yourself is going to be huge for you guys right now. That 10 of Pentacles for me is, when you look at the 10 of Pentacles, what does it represent to you? Does it represent all the material stuff, or does it represent your home within yourself? And so I really feel like I need you guys to look at what that 10 of Pentacles means for you, because you could have it all in a material sense and still not be happy and still not be satisfied and just always want more and always want more and always want more. Or you can look at this 10 of Pentacles and be like, I'm pretty secure in who I am, regardless of what my surroundings look like, regardless of what I have. The 10 of Pentacles can represent either one. And I feel like the strength within yourself, it could be a Leo that you're settling down with also, but the strength that you have within yourself more than anything is going to keep you grounded, keep you safe, keep you comfortable. I'm also hearing you could be dealing with a Scorpio that may be a little bit reserved, maybe a little bit pulled back. I don't see that in a negative way. I don't feel like, because I don't feel like Scorpios are, I haven't done their reading yet, but I don't feel, it's not like because they're hiding something from you. I feel like they have enough going on, honestly. Scorpios have enough going on right now. 100% honest about that. Let's see what this moon card is, because I feel like more than anything, whatever it is that you're not entirely sure of, like your next direction, it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces that's confusing you, or whatever direction that you're not sure about going in. I feel like if you look in the mirror and you're really super honest with yourself, the opportunity is going to show. There feels like a lot of emotional confusion for you guys in August. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that, again, like, don't hide your emotions. Don't be a robot when it comes to how you feel. Allow yourself to see the bigger picture. Allow yourself to feel everything. And know that whatever is coming up within yourself is in order to help you grow. It's in order to push you forward and help you grow. And just because you don't have all the answers, that does not mean that life is over. I know that sounds really, that's a very Leo season dramatic phrase to say, but we can act like that sometimes, you know, just because we don't know everything that's going to happen. Like, even the psychic doesn't know everything that's going to happen, because we all have free will, right? We all have free will. So let's see, 2 of Swords. And this is another thing, Virgo. If you just open your eyes up a little bit and bring yourself some clarity, see, a little bit of clarity. The Sun on the 2 of Swords. I feel like you have so many opportunities to grow and change and expand in August. And allowing yourself to do that is going to be huge for you. It's going to be huge for you. But if you keep yourself locked down, if you keep yourself from transitioning into all of this, it's going to get really uncomfortable. And the reason why it's going to get uncomfortable is everything's just going to build up and build up and build up. All those emotions are just going to keep on building and building and building and building. And then it'll explode all in the end. And you'll be like, what the hell happened? Like, why am I so emotional all of a sudden? Well, it's because you weren't honest about how you were feeling to begin with. So if you just get really super honest with yourself and allow yourself to see things in a way that, okay, if I'm honest with myself and if I open myself up to this, then at least I know I can heal with it. That's the transition, right? Because your intuition is going to be really super on point. If there is a Libra that's coming back from the past, I feel like they're coming into, make amends. That's what I want to say. I feel like they're kind of making amends with you. But there's this karmic pattern that you've been going through for a couple of months now, and it seems to be settling. It seems, because if you look at that, she has the Wheel of Fortune above her head. So if you take a good look at that, she has the Wheel of Fortune above her head. It's almost as if everything is shifting, and whatever it is from your past moving into your future or moving into your present time from the past, everything is balancing out. Everything is starting to come together. That doesn't mean that there won't be bad days. That doesn't mean that there's not going to be hard times. Like, we are Virgos, we're extremely realistic, but I don't want those bad days and those hard times to overshadow all of the growth that you have accomplished, right? All of the growth that you've accomplished. The Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands. I'm going to stop there. I'm being told to stop there. These three, you are building your life back up piece by piece. If it feels like things are going at a snail's pace right now or through August, I feel like towards the end of August, everything is going to kind of make sense. It's all going to come together. That Nine of Pentacles is really saying that you can be abundant on your own. And we all know that Virgos can be abundant on their own, but you don't have to be. You don't have to be. You don't always have to be the one that is the strongest person around. You don't. You can crumble and let other people take care of you, right? There's this building up phase that's happening right now. And if you have a fire sign in your life or somebody with very strong fire in their chart who wants to help you and is trying to help you and trying to give back as much as you've given to them, will you please let them? Because this is an opportunity for them to shine as well. The King of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, and then we have the Three of Swords and the Three of Wands. It's really funny because I feel like there's this triggering wound that's happening with you guys where you feel like if you're not the one that has all of your shit together and you have to ask for help from somebody else, that it could entirely backfire on you and you could get hurt. If you're having a problem with vulnerability right now, watch the daily reading that I did today. It's huge on vulnerability and healing that wound within you. You don't always have to be the strongest or the smartest person in the room. And there's an opportunity for you to love. There's an opportunity for you to come together and allowing yourself this kind of connection. Two of Cups, Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands. Allowing yourself to have this kind of connection it'll bring you a lot of joy. But you also, like I said in the daily reading today, in order for you to take the risk to love, you're also going to have to take the risk that you could get hurt too. You see what I'm saying? So be open to all the possibilities. This Three of Swords, I feel like this has a lot to do with the things that happened to you in your past. I don't feel like it has a lot to do with what's going on in the present. Now, if your heart is breaking right now in the present, you need to move on. And if it's a fire sign that did it to you, it's time for you to move on. But don't stay in something where you're constantly giving of yourself and they're not giving back to you. But for me, the Three of Swords talks about the pain of the past and the things that have happened in the past that trigger us in our present. It's a lot easier to live in a past pain than be vulnerable and open and love again. It's easier to be in a past pain than to be open and vulnerable and love again. So allowing yourself to have somebody short your circuit And opening yourself up to love and vulnerability is kind of a theme. And that's why in the beginning of August and the end of July and all of this Mercury retrograde that we went through and all these other retrogrades that we're going through, that's why it's time for you to look within and to be honest with yourself about how you're holding yourself back, not just in a professional way, Virgo, in a way that comes to love as well. Because I feel like this relationship or this person that is coming in is going to help you see things about yourself in a much brighter and lovely way. And it won't be so stone cold, right? Because a Virgo, when a Virgo is hurt, they shut their asses down. We get stone cold. And that's why people think that we're stone cold all the time. And then we don't even want to get hurt again, so we just stay shut down. Or we blame everybody else and then run away. So don't do it. Just don't do it. I love you guys. I'm really excited for our season coming up. If you would like to come see me, I will be in Chicago on August 3rd. I will be in LA on August 24th. Portland, Oregon on my 40th birthday. Come celebrate with me on my 40th birthday if you're in the Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, like whatever. If you're in like Northern California and you can make it to Portland, Oregon, come see me. I would love to meet you all. All of that information is in the description box. The Portland, Oregon tickets are not on sale yet, but they will be sometime this week. Fingers crossed, hopefully. We just have to find a destination. Like there's not really a spot for me to go to. Like we don't have the event spot set up yet. But everything else, like I will be celebrating my birthday in Portland, Oregon this year. So hope you all can make it. And these necklaces, they are spiral pendant. They're sterling silver, handmade spiral pendant. And there are a variety of stones that you can purchase inside of these necklaces. This one is black tourmaline, which I love. But we also have citrine. We have aquamarine, we have rose quartz, all sorts of beautiful, beautiful necklaces. So check that out. Also, I am doing readings. I love you guys. I'll see you for our season. Bye.